Hey, good morning, guys. Getting out before the sun really comes up. Getting in cardio so I can start my day early. Got a busy one ahead of me. So, needed to get up a little earlier and get out and get moving. So, I've gotten some feedback on the content that I've been doing about kids and kid safety and protecting your family, keeping your family safe. So let's continue with that talk a little bit. My oldest is 10. My twins, they'll be 6 in a couple months, actually next month I should say. And it's at the point where my oldest is starting to get interested in the types of things that I'm interested in, preparedness, survival. And, I like to try to make things a game and have them be teaching moments that are fun. Because, when you think about it, the whole preparedness and survival and situational awareness, that type of stuff, you can go down a rabbit hole to some dark places and, become paranoid. And the last thing you want to do is live a life where you're always paranoid that something's going to happen to you. I've had people say, Matt, why do you carry a gun? Why are you so paranoid? It's not about being paranoid, it's about being prepared. Do you have a fire extinguisher in your house? Probably, right? Smart people do, at least. So with that being said, are you paranoid that your house is going to catch on fire? No, it's common sense. Better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it, right? Do you have Band-Aids at home? Well, what are you afraid of? Are you paranoid that you're going to fall and get cut? Are you paranoid that your kids are going to get scraped up when they're out playing? It's nonsense, some of the stuff the rhetoric that's being said. Surviving or involving survival and preparedness and firearms. So, tightening things back up, let's bring it back in. Kind of went off on a little tangent there. So my oldest is 10. You start to ask questions when we go for walks. Why do you do this? Why do you do that? Why do you carry this? Why do you carry that? What would you do if X happened? So now, there's teaching moments. And I love talking about this stuff, and I love getting my family involved in this stuff. Especially now that my son is 10, he has the knowledge and skills to look for things and pick up on things and really understand what's going on around him. Like, oh, that guy looks like he's breaking into that car, or that guy is getting really aggressive. We should probably get away from him. Whereas my 6-year-olds, they would just stand there completely oblivious, or they would just watch out of curiosity and not act in terms of moving to safety, going somewhere else, getting away. So lately what I've been doing with my son is, the first time that I played this game, I didn't tell him that we were playing a game. We went for a walk, and it was just him and myself. And we went for a walk, and there was a guy walking 2 dogs off leash, and we're walking down this hill towards him. He walks past us after he quick grabs his dogs and throw a leash on them. when we got back to the house, I said, hey, Jax, did we see somebody while we were walking today? He goes, yeah, a guy. I said, okay. I said, was he walking alone? No. He had 2 dogs with him. Do you know what type of dogs they were or what they look like? He described the dogs. I said, okay. I said, did the guy have anything on that you could identify him? He's like, what do you mean? I said, did he have tattoos? Did he have glasses on? Did he have sunglasses on? Did he have a hat on? Did he have a shirt that stuck out in your head because it had something on it, like a sports logo or a saying or something? He goes, yeah, the guy had a beard, he had sunglasses on, a hat. He had at this point, I don't even remember what the shirt was. But when he explained it, it was 100% spot on. I said, okay. I said, is there anything that you remember about the dogs that stands out? And he goes, no, that they weren't on a leash. I said, okay. I said, did he put them on a leash then? He goes, yeah. I said, okay. I said, what about the orange vest that they had on? He goes, oh yeah, that's right. I said, okay. So the next day we went out, we're walking down this path, and there's a red Mazda Miata convertible parked. The convertible had its top down, nobody in the car. Now granted, you know where I walk, ain't nobody around, right? So it's out of place to have a vehicle anywhere that I am, let alone seeing anybody, because there's never anybody where I walk. So we walk by. When we go back up, the vehicle's gone. Now granted, if you're around here and I don't see you coming back up the hill towards where that vehicle was, then they had to be up there already. And we didn't see anybody. So there's no vehicle there. I said, hey, what did you notice about the walk today? Anything stand out? He goes, no, why? Because we didn't see any animals today other than the fish and the turtle. He's like, we didn't see any deer. I said, but did we see anything else that really stuck out in your mind? He goes, no, Dad, nothing. I said, what about the vehicle that we walked by? He goes, what vehicle? I said, okay. And that's when I kind of talked to him about this little situational awareness game. I do it myself, only in my own head. I'm not having somebody grill me. But it's important to take note of the things that are around you, right? So for instance, he missed that red Mazda Miata convertible with the top down, sitting in the very last parking spot in front of this building, all by itself. And so I told him, I said, well, what about this vehicle? And he goes, wow, you're right. I actually totally forgot about that. I said, well, what if something happened to us? What if that was somebody here to do bad things to somebody, and somehow we got split up, and we know that that's the one person who is in the area? What are you going to tell the police if you have zero description about that? He goes, you're right. Look at this. You see that? That tree was gigantic before. The storm last night must have taken it down. Man, that's a shame. We'll have to go around it. So, I told him, I said, hey, man, when we're out and about, whether it's on walks or, man, look how big that sucker is. So whether we're out on walks or we're shopping or we're at a restaurant, I want you to just kind of play a game in your own head and really just become totally aware of what's around you. Look for where the exits are in a building. So in case anything ever happens, you know exactly where they are. So that if something were to happen, there's a fire or anything, you have an idea of where you need to be and where you need to go to get out of there, okay? And I told him, I'm like, when you're out and about, when you're walking, when you're with your friends, because the kids play all over the neighborhood. They'll go to one neighbor's house and play with the kids. They'll go to another neighbor's house and play at their house with a bunch of kids. So, we're not constantly on top of them. We're not helicopter parents, at least not with our 10-year-old. But I told him, I'm like, man, you pay attention. If somebody parks a car that you don't recognize where you guys are playing, take a mental note. What type of car is it? What color is it? How many doors does it have? Is it a 2 or a 4? Who's in it? Did they get out? What are they wearing? What do they look like? Where did they go once they got out of the car? Just pick up on these things. So, this is a little game that you can play with your kids and just see if they're keen on picking up different things. Are they able to recognize that, hey, there's, this person doing something weird over here, or there's something over there that's out of place? And have fun with it. Don't make it some type of scary game where they think that, the boogeyman's after them. They have to constantly be aware of their surroundings to the point where, it's a game of, cat and mouse, where they think that someone's after them. Just make it fun. Hey, what did you see? What was out of place? Can you describe it? And have fun with it and see what they say. And it's good for you too. You need to practice. And I'm not saying you need to constantly be like scanning around and looking and, oh my God, what am I missing? There's got to be something. Like, if you're literally looking for it, that's not the point. Now you're hyper focused and you're not living in the moment with those around you, because you're too focused on thinking something is going to happen, that you need to spot something, when 99.9% of the time nothing will ever happen. But it's just a matter of casually look around, take note of things that even look out of place. Like, that dude's just lingering and he's not doing anything except he's got his hood up, ball cap down low, and he's just kind of scanning. That seems out of place. I'm gonna take note of that. Black hoodie, black sunglasses, white baseball hat, jeans, Nike shoes, white male. Cool. Go back to your business. But just having that in your head is good to know in case anything happens. Now you have a description of something that was out of place that could have caused an issue. But that's all I got for today. Prepare your family. Have some fun with your preparedness. Make it a game. Now my son loves it. Now it's like he's quizzing me. We get back from a walk. Hey, Dad, did you see something strange when we were down at the bottom of the hill? Yeah, I saw X, Y, and Z. Yep, you're right. So with that being said, guys, I am down here. I'm going to check in on the fish and turtle down here, or turtles, I should say, 3 of them. And then head back up the hill. Probably contact somebody about those trees. I'm actually surprised that they fell over. We got hit by a storm, but it wasn't that bad. I would have never thought that the trees would have fell over. But hope you guys have a fantastic day. Hopefully you got some value out of this. If you did, do me a favor, click that like button. YouTube hates this type of content, Same with Google, all the same company. They don't like people being prepared. They don't like people talking about different products and strategies and tactics and topics that revolve around preparedness and self-sufficiency and being able to take care of yourself, because I don't know, I feel like Google and a lot of these platforms are working with the enemy, so to speak. But I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Feel free to subscribe if you like this type of content. Share it if you got value out of it, if you feel like it's something that your friends need to hear and see and listen to help their family as well. But hope you guys have a fantastic day, no matter where you are. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.